Welcome to another Explainer. Today we are exploring something absolutely fascinating. We're looking at the deep, deep interconnectedness of Japan's breathtaking natural landscapes, those ancient misty forests and serene coastlines, and its rich cultural heritage. If you've ever wondered how a society basically weaves its physical environment right into its DNA, well, you are in the perfect place. Okay, let's dive into this with a question that really sits at the heart of modern history. How does a nation modernize at lightning speed without, losing its soul? Like, how do you transform into this massive global powerhouse while keeping your ancient traditions so incredibly intact? To answer that, we really have to look at how Japan balances tradition with modern life through one singular guiding principle. I was totally blown away to learn about this concept called Japanese cinemalism when I was looking through the source material. Basically, it's a film paradigm where deep human emotions aren't just acted out on screen, they're actually expressed through natural phenomenons. In Japan, nature isn't just a pretty background, it's a core character. It's inextricably linked to the human experience. And this idea of nature as a vital, active participant, that leads us perfectly to our roadmap for this explainer.
We're taking a macro to micro journey of harmony today. First, cinematic landscapes. Second, washoku, which is culinary harmony. Third, omotenashi and etiquette. Fourth, the modern samurai spirit. And finally, number 5, the Meiji legacy.
All right, Section 1, Cinematic Landscapes, where nature is the main character. The physical landscapes of Japan are so incredibly evocative that they literally anchor world-famous films. And the coolest part, you can actually visit these breathtaking spots. Think of Yakushima Island. Its ancient, moss-carpeted cedar groves actually inspired the mythic forests of Princess Mononoke. Or Tomononora, this historic harbor town with these beautiful, calm inland sea views that served as the real-world muse for Ponyo. And of course, the Arashima Bamboo Grove. Just imagine towering stalks creaking in the wind. It creates a cinematic atmosphere all its own. These aren't just movie sets, guys. They are living, breathing ecosystems that completely define the Japanese aesthetic. Moving right along to Section 2, Washoku, the culinary harmony.
Officially recognized by UNESCO, washoku translates literally to the food of Japan or harmonious food. It combines wa, which means harmony, and shoku, meaning food. So the absolute crucial point here is that wa, harmony, is the thematic thread that stitches the entirety of Japanese culture together. It's not just about what's on your plate, it's about how the meal fundamentally respects the natural world around it. And this brilliantly illustrates that deep respect, the concept of shun, or seasonality. Japanese culinary philosophy actually divides the seasons into 3 microphases. First, you have hashiri, the early season. This is where ingredients are slightly tart and just full of anticipation. Then comes shun, the absolute peak season, where the food is at its most delicious and vibrant. And finally, nigori, the late season, which offers a lingering, almost nostalgic taste. I mean, think about how often we just eat totally out of season. But here there's a deliberate, beautiful respect for eating ingredients at their exact, fleeting peak of harmony with nature.
You can actually see this harmony mapped out every single day in the Ichichu Sansai meal structure, which translates to 1 soup, 3 sides. First is your staple, usually some steamed white rice. Then a soup, like a warm miso or dashi stock. Next is the main dish, which is often grilled fish or meat. And then that's followed by vegetable side dishes for nutritional balance, and finally, pickles to act as a palate cleanser. This highly practical format ensures that every single daily meal is balanced, harmonious, and highly attuned to the seasons.
Section 3, Omotenashi and Social Etiquette. Zooming in from food to people, it all really starts with omotenashi, which translates to selfless hospitality. It is literally the art of anticipating and meeting a guest's needs before they even have to ask. You see this so vividly in traditional inns, called ryokans, where every small course and every single interaction creates a restful, deliberate pace. The whole point is to completely remove friction from human interaction. And this desire to remove friction extends right into everyday, unwritten social rules. For example, avoid talking too much or interrupting others. Always leave room for responses. In Japan, people will rarely, if ever, interrupt you while you're speaking, so returning that respect is absolutely crucial. Also, communication is often quite indirect. You really have to pay attention to subtle cues like body language and eye contact.
The Japanese are incredibly skilled at saying no without ever actually uttering the word, so reading the implied meaning is essential if you want to avoid direct confrontation.
It's fascinating just how hyper-specific these unwritten rules can get. For instance, don't over-perfume. Yeah, to remain considerate in close quarters, like on crowded trains or inside tiny restaurants, wearing really strong scents is actively frowned upon.
Okay, so let's just dive right into this. I want you to go ahead and close your eyes for a second. Seriously, try it. Picture reality. Think about the physical room you're in, the passage of time, the sequence of human